We're now in Kant lecture, part 4. And here Kant establishes that the goodwill is regarded through respect and that the goodwill is a law. The fourth insight that Kant claims we can come to at this point with regard to the goodwill is that it is something we do from respect. We do not, after all, will or choose to act with goodwill for the sake of our liking of its benefits, or for the sake of our disliking of harms as a result of not choosing it. In the same sense, we do not choose the goodwill out of love or hatred. Kant thinks that love and hatred are just liking and disliking to a higher degree. There's great fulfillment, a benefit, when we act for the sake of someone or something we love, whether it would be a car, a family member, a person we love romantically, or the whole human race that we may love. And it would be great suffering if we did not act for what or who we love. In other words, since the goodwill is not done for the sake of some sort of a benefit, it isn't done out of love either. The proper relation to the goodwill is therefore is not any kind of liking or disliking, but respect. Right? If we're going to regard something very highly, and it isn't through any kind of liking or love, what are we left with? Respect. By respect, we honor something because it is honorable and worthy of respect, as a matter of rational judgment, not because we happen to love it or hate the absence of it. Respect is regard for what something is in itself, not for what that something can do for us or how that object affects us at the level of feeling or desire. That which we love or hate affects us at the level of feeling and desire and evokes love or hatred in us because of its benefits or harms. Respect, on the other hand, is regarding something highly for what that something is in itself, completely independently of its effects on us. So, in that sense, the goodwill is something that we respect rather than love. Power, for example, is something that we love or hate. We love it if we have it, and we hate it if someone else has it over us, depending on how it affects us. But it is not something we respect. But the goodwill, as the source of moral goodness of anything, is something we respect. The fifth insight into the goodwill, in addition to that, the goodwill is good in itself, independently of its effects, and that we follow it as a duty from respect, is that the goodwill is a law. That the goodwill is a law means that it applies universally, always and everywhere without exceptions. Just like laws of physical nature, or laws of mathematics, or laws of geometry, or laws of logic. That is to say, as an example of all these, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Every event that happens is an effect of some cause and a cause of some effect. Two sides in an equation are always equal. 2 plus 2 is always 4. Parallel lines never intersect. And the same thing cannot be both true and false in the same aspect. All of these are laws. And Kant is suggesting that the goodwill is a law in exactly the same way when it comes to action. We still need to investigate in what sense it is exactly that the goodwill is a law. But at this point, we are just claiming that the goodwill is a law. The goodwill is a law for a number of reasons that we have already brought up. If it is good in itself, independently of consequences, effects, and purposes, then it does not change according to situations and circumstances. If it is the source of all worth and is thus the highest worth and is worthy of respect for that reason, then it is something one respects and chooses unconditionally always, no matter what. And if the constitution of or access to the goodwill is in no way through feelings, desires, preferences, likes, dislikes, loves, hates, benefits, and harms, and those are the things that change from person to person, and even for the same person at different times, then there is nothing particular, personal, subjective, or individual about the goodwill, since the goodwill is free of all that. And the goodwill is a pure objectivity and a pure universal law.